All right. We live, yo. What's up, people? What's up, party people? What's up? What's up? What's up? We are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. We are in it to win it. Who's in here already? We got Zolger. We got Old Man Silencer. We got the honored one. We got Nev. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's up? And 7 of us in here with 14 likes. People already was liking it up before we was getting to it. I like to see it. I like to see it. I like to see it. What up, Corliss? What's up? Yo, yo. What's up, Pepper? Yo. Good afternoon, Silencer. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am so glad everyone could come in and make this and we can like get this going. I'm hyped. I know y'all. I know y'all hype because I'm hyped. I'm ready. I'm ready for us to get this going. We're gonna let this live stream start to build up. We're gonna get this start going, but we are here with the first ever Danchou Domain Fight Night, you guys. This is the first ever Danchou Domain Fight Night. You guys are excited? I'm beyond excited, bro. Let people know what we on. Gotta let people know what we on. We are live, people. What is up? We all heard each other's thoughts now. We're more prepared. Hey, some of you, so you feel Malik now feels more prepared. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. I like to hear Malik feels more prepared. All right, so basically what I'm gonna do here, y'all, is that I'm gonna basically break down prior to everything what we got going on in this chat. And this little fight night chat discussion that we are having tonight, you guys, this live stream. So this is the first ever Danchou's Domain Fight Night. Okay, you guys, this is the first ever #1. It was this very spontaneous thing. For some quick little backstory, it was this very, very spontaneous thing I do with my subs here at Danchou's Hideout. I believe it was Nora, I believe that who sparked it, and they just wanted to discuss Gojo versus Sukuna, and they wanted to have some type of live stream discussion. What's up, Tarnish? You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping this lady, y'all gonna be the ones who make it lit. We're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see how this goes. But pretty much, it was all like, yo, let's do this live stream talking about Jujutsu Kaisen versus fights. I want to see Gojo versus Sakuna. And I was like, you know what? Let's get a list together. Let's get a list together, some fights. Let's get 4 fights. And then let's get the 5th. Let that be Gojo versus Sakuna for a main event. And so what we are going to do here is that in this little live stream, we are going to basically break down each one of these fights. And we're going to basically talk about who could be who we think got it, pretty much like out of 2 out of 3 type of deal. You get what I'm saying? Like who we really think will win in these fights against each other. I'm really looking for participation from you guys here in the chat. If you are here, I don't want any dullness. Don't be here and just be square. You know what I'm saying? You guys already not showing y'all face like me. It's all type up. So type of what you think, type of what you feel. I'm here basically be the referee for this fight night. I'm here to basically talk about what you guys are talking about. If you guys are bringing up some points, I'm here to discuss them, whether them points make sense and whether or not those points do not make sense. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to, of course, bring up my own points, things I feel like can be added to these conversations, things that I feel like we got to discuss if we're going to talk about these fights, things we got to discuss if we're going to go deep into this, fight night thing. And after this fight night, if you're interested, we will be having a Danchou Hideout Discord discussion, talking about pretty much how the stream went, how the conclusions came about, the things you agree with, things you disagree with, all of that jazz, all of that nature. All right. So if you guys are interested in that, you know what I'm saying, you guys need to come into that. We are really, 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 really excited for you guys to come in. The thing is, though, if you want to be a part of that, when you come into the Danchou's Hideout Discord, you're going to have to go into the rules and regulations. You need to accept whether you are a Tokyo Jujutsu Sorcerer or if you're a Kyoto Jujutsu Sorcerer, and then you also need to select you are a Fight Night participant. Then when you do that, you will have access to that channel. You'll be able to go in there, go into the voice channel, and you'll be able to talk and discuss with everyone and have some fun. But of course, you got to follow the rules and regulations of the Discord. If you don't follow them, I'm just going to ban you. That's how it goes. I'm pretty much no nonsense. I see chat already moving. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. We're not here to talk about story stuff, so don't come in asking me story discussions. We're not doing that. We are here to talk about the battles, all right? The Danchou Domain fight night. It is beginning. All right, we're about 5 minutes into this. I'm pretty much going to give like another like maybe 3 to 4 minutes, letting people flood in. I know some people told me it was going to be a little late, so I'm going to let a few more people flood into this. Get a vibe going. Let me see what chat talking about. I see Tarnished Soldier again. What's up, Soldier? Enoch, hello. What's up, TJ Matt? It's good to see you again, Corals. What up, Olalade? Yeah, Kingo T. Feel like the story moving fast. We're not talking about story stuff, like I said, bro. Gorov saying Malik also about throwing hands. Check out Master if you want that kind of stuff. LOL. But we talking about JJK here. Yo, what's up, Koa? What's up, Sean? It's cool. We just really getting into it. What's up, Real Marcus? I'm glad you hype. What up, Rookie Reviewer? Yo, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. And we are lit. It's really into it, you guys. I'm just gonna give a few more time to let people get in here. How you guys feeling? How you guys getting into? You guys all right? You guys excited for this fight? We got a really good lineup. For those of you who are in here and don't know what the lineup is, the first fight we have Naoya versus Megumi. I said Megumi. Lord have mercy. We have Naoya versus Megumi. You know, say Naoya Zenin versus Megumi Zenin. Feel a little interesting, special special grade or supreme grade 1 sorcerer versus a grade 2 sorcerer first year. Let's see if he has the potential to win against his older sibling, not older sibling, but older relative. You know what I'm saying? Then our second fight, I believe. Let me get our list up. I almost lost track of our little fights here. Wait a minute. Let's get our list up. Our second fight is our Choso versus Toto, brothers versus brothers. You know what I'm saying? Yuji's brothers. That is our second fight, Choso versus Toto. I'm excited to see who's going to win that. Are we going to have the blood manipulation dirt painting win that, or are we going to have Toto with his boogie woogie akafu and get that dub in? And then after that, we have Uraume versus Yuta. All right, Uraume, the subordinate to Sukuna, the one working with Kenjaku, the one that we seen use the ice powers versus Yuta Okkotsu, our previous MC of Jujutsu Kaisen back in the prequel. I wonder if Yuta and Rika will be able to get this win over Uraume. I wonder how everybody feels about that. And then we have our semifinal, which is Mahoraga versus Geto. General Mahoraga versus Geto. And when I say Geto, I do not mean Kenjaku brain. I am specifically talking about Geto, okay? Geto. I am specifically talking about Geto, the Geto, okay? That is, what's the word I'm looking for? The not the high school Geto, the prequel Geto. You get what I'm saying? The Geto that basically went against Yuta, but we're gonna say full power, meaning he has all of his curses. All the curses he spread out to Japan. We're gonna say he has all of those. You know what I'm saying? And within him, and him and Mahoraga get into a little bit of altercation. That's the scenario that we have that for. All right. And then our main event, the main thing, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys came here to see us discuss, is Gojo versus Sukuna, okay? I personally am going with Gojo for this, but we'll get some more into that conversation later. You know what I'm saying? Some people might be upset about how I feel about that fight, but we will see how you guys talk about that and how things are going on. And I am very, 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 very excited for all of that, you guys. But with all of that said and done, all of that got into it, let's get into this, you guys. We are starting it off with Megumi versus Naoya. What do you guys think? I'm waiting on you, chat. Get your ideas together. I am starting off with my personal pick in this fight. My personal pick is Megumi, okay? My main reason for picking Megumi, I'm going to state these, and you guys give me your counterpoints and things that you feel. 1, I do not think Naoya is as fast as Naobito, nor does he have as much knowledge as Naobito with Curse Energy, meaning I do not think that he does have the ability of Simple Domain, meaning Megumi will definitely have a major advantage against him using things like Domain Expansion against him, okay? I also think that Naoya is fast, but like I said, not as fast as Naobito, and he also isn't as fast as who? Toji, who Megumi was able to hold his own against when he was weakened and slowed. All right. He was able to have his little time against Toji. He was able to hold his own. He only took a minimal amount of damage. And that is something I find very impressive from Megumi for someone of his age and his stature at the time period. So I just like to see what you guys think. Is anybody here who thinks that Megumi has a good chance of beating Naoya? Some people feel like Megumi's getting absolutely folded by Naoya. You guys tell me. What are y'all statements here? Chill Demon says y'all are bugging. Who's bugging? Let me see. Oh man, Silence's fight was pretty close in my opinion. I give a slight edge to Megumi. Also, he's got a few last-ditch efforts that I don't think Naoya can handle. I also believe that. I think Megumi has some very crucial moves that Naoya is not prepared for. Megumi only because of the domain expansion. I think Chimera Shadow Garden is folding Naoya entirely. I don't think Naoya has anything against that. Naoya probably has simple domain. I don't think he has simple domain, to be honest. What proof do you have of that? I think Megumi will wash Naoya too, Malik, low key. I think it is a wash, low key. The only reason I say I think it's a wash is because I think Megumi is much more talented than Naoya is, especially with something like the Ten Shadows technique. Turn the Shikigami into frames. What does that mean? What is him turning Shikigami into frames to do anything? They can still fight. Yeah, I agree, Kale. Commercial had gonna wash now. Yeah, I agree. Lord Koro's wife says Naoya's going to underestimate Megumi. He already talks about how he would easily watch Megumi, which is a big mistake. I agree. I think he's going to. I think in a fight he would entirely underestimate Megumi, and it would make it an even worse fight for Naoya than it already would be. Like I think Megumi would win like on an extreme diff, but because Naoya would go in underestimating Megumi, it's going to be an even bigger loss than what it would be, like we've seen against him with him losing against Choso. I don't think Naoya has it in him to beat Megumi, honestly. Yeah, I mean, he summons Mahoraga. It's an easy win, but without Mahoraga, I think he wins with Kamara Garden. Being a tutor, I think it's a wash. It seems like we have a unanimous Megumi here. It's very funny. The chat seems to might be unanimously going Megumi in this one. Tarnish is saying we got to take characters into account too. Megumi will try his hardest off the bat while Naoya talks too much, as we've seen with Choso. Yep, exactly. As I just broke down. Excuse me. As if we take the current scenario and picture, I think Naoya wouldn't be in the right headspace to intend to kill in this reading. I think simple domain is out the window for Naoya. Even if he has simple domain, we seen what happened to Naobito against Dagon, and he has simple domain. And he didn't, and matter of fact, Naobito didn't have simple domain. He had Fallen Blossom. He don't have the same thing as simple domain. And Fallen Blossom is just aiming at the specific attacks and is just trying to hit them before they fully intercept. So we have to assume that Naoya has to intercept all of Megumi Shikigami coming out of Chimera's Shadow Garden, while Megumi is also able to go within shadows, go behind people, summon his special dog, summon multiple new ways, summon multiple toads. And let's not even discuss if he gets a complete one, even just a partial one. And Megumi's partial expansion was able to break into Dagon's domain, and Naobito's Falling Blossom wasn't a good enough barrier technique to be able to stop Dagon's domain technique, but Megumi was able to break into his domain technique with his and hold it back so they can try to escape. Toji comes into it and Megumi still held it open until he actually beat what's the name of it? Toji. I mean Dagon. So I don't know. I don't know. I really don't think Naoya has it in him. I don't think Naoya has this one in him. Okay, so Dude says Naoya is very strong. Tarnish said Naoya is very strong, but his track record is looking shaky, baby. Gally Algaferis says, what about Falling Blossom? Like I said, I think Falling Blossom isn't good enough for that. I don't think Falling Blossom is good enough for that technique, especially for the way that Dagon's technique works and the way that Megumi's technique works. They're kind of similar. I don't think that's good for him. We talking about based on what we know for sure. Yeah, Malik. So if someone's bringing up something that's not based on fact, we're not discussing that. Sean Woy, I think Megumi's diverse arsenal gonna have Naoya in the loop. I agree. Jogo finished Naobito. Chill. I don't see how that's relevant. Chill Demon. Bino 2 times. Even if Naoya is faster than Megumi, I don't think he's fast enough to matter. If that makes sense. Yes, it does. Tarnish. Megumi wasn't faster than Toji either, but he was able to set stuff up. Exactly. Tarnish. Naoya probably had domain expansion, and No, probably has domain expansion. Says who? Says who? If he had a domain expansion, why didn't he use the domain expansion? He was getting fucking pressured against Choso. He doesn't have a domain expansion. It stopped his domain, but he got attacked. Exactly. Yo, what's up, Project Manga? So happy to see you guys. Those are my boys. If you are not sub to Project Manga, what are you doing? You should go fix that. You should go fix that right now. Malik, if we're talking about assuming abilities, it wouldn't be accurate. Yeah, we're not assuming abilities. Megumi's also able to synchronize the attacks to overwhelm his opponents. Exactly. Edward Williams says, I honestly think it would go anyway, but with their character is Megumi, Naoya would go in automatically with the hidden blade and press Megumi, but like you guys say, he doesn't go all in ability. Exactly. Oh, man, Silence Naoya is portrayed as weaker than Albedo, which might be true or not. I think he is genuinely, because didn't they say that Albedo was the fastest sorcerer except for Gojo Satoru? So if he was already considered faster in like the surgeon, I'm pretty sure Albedo holds a significant edge over Naoya. Not saying that Naoya doesn't have a possibility of surpassing Albedo. That's entirely there. But maybe at this moment, he wasn't quite as strong as him. No problem. What are you thanking me for? Where this is a family unit. Why are y'all thinking me of telling people to sub? Okay, whatever. Now you might only win by cheating and using that knife of his. Cheating, I mean, it's not cheating to use a knife, bro. This is Jujutsu, Jujutsu Kaisen, bro. We got cursed weapons, cursed techniques, we got it all, bro. If he put a knife out and he stabbed, that ain't cheating. Jersey might say, yeah, Megumi got this. I'm saying I think Gumi got this. Motherfuckers say Megumi has way more versatility. I agree. Melody Human has feats as far as defending against fast opponents such as Toji, who I do not think Toji is slower than Naoya, I'll be honest. Toji, whose speed was compared to Sukuna when he first fought him, exactly. Then his hand-to-hand combat is pretty good for Shigami user as well. Please keep comments related to the matchup, and please keep your arguments based on objective facts. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, Sean, for letting people know. Enoch, using his knife is not cheating. Agreed. If Naoya has speed, then Megumi got him up against shadow clones. Malik is right. He does. Megumi do got shadow clones. Chaos Santos. Naoya is probably too much of a spoiled brat to be as strong as Nabito. That's a very interesting take. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how if that's a way we could look at that. Tarnish. Jujutsu sources, like he doesn't fight often. Very good point. Jujutsu sources do whatever to win. Ain't no cheating. Exactly, Tarnish. KO Santos, one finger Sakuna though. No, that wasn't. It was three finger Sakuna. Actually, KO Santos. It was not one finger Sakuna. It was three. The Sakuna that Megumi went up against was three fingers. It was the finger that Yuji originally ate. It was the finger that Gojo gave him in chapter 2 to see if he was okay with obtaining fingers. And then the third one was the one that he ate right in front of Megumi's face that he took from the cursed wound. He ate right in Megumi's face. It was three fingers. Three fingers. Omesan, so we know a lot more about Megumi than Naoya. Naoya losing his debut fight against Choso was a bad look, even if he lost on a kind of technicality. He lost on a kind of technicality, but that's what Jujutsu sorcery is about. It's about technicality. He was talking too much. You should have went and finished the opponent. You was doing too much this. Melody Human, then obviously domain expansion, and he has a storage of curse tools, but we only know curse tool store he has so far. He could have more possibly, but we're not gonna go on that. We're talking about what the ones he has. Megumi got too many feats compared to Naoya. I agree, Tarnish. I agree, Kara. I don't think Naoya can handle a crowd despite being a speedster. I agree. So I think we pretty much all agree with Megumi for this one. We pretty much agree with this one. If Naoya is stronger than his brothers, does that mean Megumi is stronger than his brothers? But is Naoya really stronger than his brothers, or is that Naoya saying he's stronger than his brothers? I mean, and Naoya could be stronger than his brothers, which is why he's been later to be the head. But Megumi has also been set up to be the head. So there we go. The potential is clearly there. We know that Megumi's potential is clearly there, that he has the level of probably surpassing everybody in the Zenin clan who is alive at this moment, right? That's pretty much what it looks like who Megumi's cap is, okay? And it looks like he can definitely get to a level of Gojo Satoru. So at this point, with that potential, he could definitely be stronger than him. At this moment, he's not outright stronger than them, but I think he could beat Naoya in an extreme diff fight. I think he definitely has that. Yeah, but he has a whole worth of weapons. Anything I missed? Gumi for the dub. Yeah, we got Gumi for the dub. Projecting switch only works on one target, right? Yep, it does only work on one target. He can't hit two targets at once. Like Nabito couldn't hit multiple targets with his thing. He can only hit one at a time because it's only what he can touch for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, can touch at a time. So he wasn't out here able to hit like 5 people at a time. So Megumi's doing a domain expansion or even summoning multiple Shikigami. I don't know. Yo, what's up? What up, Kyle? What up, Kyle? Good to see you. Yeah, Megumi foes. So we're giving Megumi this win. Okay, so we are giving Megumi this W. He had all that water in little tiny cubes. Bro, I think, and then what is Naoya doing when the special demon dog come out? The special big Dre demon dog versus Naoya. What's he do? Is Naoya beating that? I don't think so. Projected so you could catch Megumi off guard, but Megumi will be. Now you have totality. Thank you, totality. How is he beating Kon totality? Thank you. Thank you, Project Manga. How is he beating Kon totality? I don't think Naoya is beating Kon. I think if Megumi summoned Kon totality and say we scrapping right there, Naoya got pressured. And if Naoya come back a little bit, Megumi goes, oh my God, we got to go domain expansion. Then we go domain expansion, even if it's a partial chimera shadow garden, he's not beating that. I don't see it. Yeah, he's not folding. I don't think Megumi's folding now yet. I think he's winning in like an extreme diff situation. I think he's like, okay, I'm coming at him, and then okay, now he's like, wait a minute, this kid's better than I think. Let me get back at him. And then Megumi's like, okay, I didn't quite get there yet. I'm stressed, but I have to imagine a stronger me. Goes into imagine stronger me mode. Boom, wraps this up, continues on to the. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do that. So I'm gonna give it to Megumi. I'm giving that to Megumi. I said it was weird before. Okay, so Project Manga, I'm thinking about it. Nobito could have multiple targets affected by Jujutsu at once. It was, I said it was weird before, but I was bringing up Nobito versus the Gon fight. When the Gon fired that weird bomb, Nobito captured him. Oh, he did. So he can do it in multiple targets, but so it is what you can whatever he can touch. So he did him in multiple ones. So we'd have to. So now you would have to hit multiple of his Shikigami, but then can he do all of them at once? And can Megumi do a distraction factor? Like, is Rabbit going to be too many of them for Naoya to be able to handle? And all of them jumping at him, is he going to be able to get all of those out of there? Like, is that going to be too much for him? And then he can summon something else and then be able to get at Naoya's neck. Like, that's very interesting now that you bring that up. You know, or doesn't even matter. What if he does something like Toji did and Naoya maybe could blitz through the rabbits? But I mean, it depends. I'm not sure if he has that type of physical feat to be able just to, you know, break through rabbits like that. That's a really interesting point. I still think Megumi, like I said, would get this in a very, very hard fight. He's not coming out of this fight like, oh yeah, I won. He's coming out like, okay, whoa, okay, that was some shit. But I definitely now see a better way of me using my powers. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. Good. I'm glad you subscribed, Corliss. Perfect. Love to see it. All right, so I'm giving Naoya that win. So we can go on to our next fight. Our next fight is Choso versus Todo. How are we feeling about that? I am going with Todo. I think Toto wins this fight. And of course, we're talking about Toto with Boogie Woogie Prime, full strength. You know what I'm saying? No games. I'm going with Toto for this one. But I think it's another high diff fight. I think all of these are pretty much high diff fights in this scraps. These scraps, no problem, not gonna lie to y'all. But I think Choso versus Toto is a very high diff fight. And the reason I'm giving it to Toto is simply because of battle experience, which Choso does lack. Toto does not underestimate opponents in the slightest. He takes his opponents very seriously. You know what I'm saying? He's very good at breaking down jutsu shikis and techniques. He's very smart in himself. And Boogie Woogie is just very disorienting. So, boom. What do you guys think? TJ Maxx says Choso. Gally says Choso. Chow Santos says, isn't Yuji stronger than Toto? Yuji stronger in what way? Keenan says Toto all day. Enoch says Choso. What's our reasonings for Choso? Let me see reasonings. Real Marcus says, I agree, Toto. Turner says right on Choso regardless. Jody Martin says, I love my nigga Toto, but Choso got this. Bino 2 times says Toto is gonna boogie woogie the shit out of Choso. Oh, Melody Human says Toto high diff definitely, and Enoch says I go with Choso. Wow, okay. So why do you guys feel Choso? Yes, Bino 2 times. Boogie woogie does work on all things with Curse energy. The poison is the first win for Choso, but then you're automatically assuming that Choso is going to get a damaging move off on Yo, I'm so sorry. I just had like a whole I'm sorry. Something just Jujutsu Kaisen related just hit my head and a whole theory just slowly started forming in my brain. I'm so sorry. What were we saying? Bro, I'm sorry. I just thought of something. It's just so crazy to me. I just thought of something, but it's nothing big. But it just was like, that is cool. Okay. So the poison. Well, so like I said, we're assuming that Choso is going to get a hit off on Todo that's going to cause the poison to be in Todo and cause it to poison him and do damage. We're assuming that's happening. He does enough damage to do that, which I can see. So, okay, that's a good point. Oh man, sir, my opinion was right above where you started reading for the discussion. Toto high diff. Okay, I still think Toto could do a high diff. Choso's red scale buff is nothing to scoff at. I think the buff is great, but like Toto is Toto though. Like I don't know, it's a great buff, but if Yuji is combating him well enough, I think Toto is good. I think Toto can mess with Choso because Choso was crying for help because of projection. I'm screaming. Crying for help was a little harsh. Toto did say Yuji more strength than him. Project Manga. Well, Gally said Choso can reproduce a lot of blood. Project Manga said Boogie Woogie is like the bungee jump of JJK. It's the most broken 1v1 technique. And I agree, Project Manga. I think in a 1v1, Boogie Woogie is just too disorienting. And like, especially if Toto has any type of cursed weapon with him, but if he's fighting you 1v1, he could just switch with you. And if he knows he's fighting you in a 1v1 fight, Toto knows he can't stretch this on. He knows he has to get this done. Toto knows I have to finish this up. So he's going to be doing the switching and going for killing blows every time he's hitting you. So what's really holding Choso, I think, is durability. I think Choso's durability is going to hold him well in this fight. That's the thing. I do think that. Tarnish. Choso doesn't have much battle experience, but he has more he has been more training 150 years. Their durability is about it is even in my opinion, and we've never seen Toto in a solo fight unlike Choso. I mean, but we've seen Toto in a solo fight with Yuji, so that's not true. And we've seen him in a solo fight with Megumi, so that's not true. But like we've seen Toto in enough fights period where he's going to be kicking your ass if he's fighting you 1v1, dude. Let's not play that game. You know what I'm saying? Like we know that. Kyle Santos and Boogie was almost impossible to counter. Yeah, true. Almighty Fishy. I love Choso, but Toto was a monster. We all definitely remember him taking on Great while the Spectral Rays by himself. Exactly. Tarnish, Blood Manipulation is powerful as first person Choso particularly. Yeah, but I still think Toto doesn't scoff at opponents. He doesn't. I think Toto doesn't underestimate opponents, and if he realizes he has blood manipulation, he just isn't going to sleep on him. Like he's just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can easily knock Choso out. Project Manga, the fact that he can feint the switch is too drastic. That's true. Like he can feint and make you think you're switching, and then you're like, "Oh, we switched," and then you didn't, and fatal blow. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. The fake clap pump fakes, man. Yeah, Project Manga. He could also could use piercing blood from a distance to hit Toto. Yeah, but Toto's fast, bro. Toto's fast. If the fighting over who's the better brother, I can't. Yeah, Toto could do it on the blood because it has cursed energy. Malik, check Discord DM. I can in a second. But piercing blood is useless with Boogie Woogie, Project Manga. We know what Toto did during Hayaki Yako. Exactly. Like, come on, man. Toto can swap to dodge it. Exactly. Choso and Toto fighting for Yuji's best brother. That's hilarious. Like, you can literally go piercing blood and Toto go, who are you aiming at? Like I don't know, man. Toto got this high diff. I think it's a mid to high diff fight for Toto. Being realistic, I'm not gonna say he washes. I'm not gonna say all of that. DBA says Toto high dish. Speed always was folding Choso in his fight against Naoya, and Boogie Woogie was just messing with Choso even more. I could see that. Yeah, people were saying the same thing. Exactly. I think Choso's only chance is through stealth, one hit assassination, and I don't even think he could do that. Like, I think Toto will see through that. And Toto can do Black Flash. Yeah, and Toto got, that's what I'm saying. He can do Black Flash. He has a good understanding of his energy. He's not going to sleep on his opponent. Yeah, I think we all kind of giving Toto this scrap. I feel like, are we this one's wrapping up a lot faster than Megumi versus Naoya, but I feel like this is what we're all, the people who were saying Choso. I'm not seeing a good argument. Choso was too smart. He figured out Naoya's game plan easily. He was so comfortable fighting him. He told Yuji leave. No, it wasn't that. Okay, see, now I'm not going to say that. I don't think Choso was that comfortable. Choso's plan was to slow down Yuta and Naoya. He knew he was going to die facing them and was going to stop them to let Yuji go regardless. I'm not going to say all of that. Two, Naoya's own cockiness was his downfall too as well, because Naoya was sitting there talking to him thinking he got a fatal blow in and a dude was bleeding out. But in reality, he was able to bleed out that much because he was a death painting wound and was going to use that blood to fight back. And because Naoya lacked information. So that's not quite the same. You're kind of looking at it a little different. I feel like Tarnish. Black Flash is not a guarantee, but for someone like Toto, he'll probably get it off, to be honest. Yeah, Choso definitely put up a fight. Choso is smart. Wait, I'm sorry. Mr. Motherfucking Zay. Choso is smart. He can use blood to see all types of set all types of traps. And Choso is smart. He can catch on to what Toto CT. But then Toto can catch on to Choso CT. Like I don't think there's going to be any traps that he's catching. He's doing enough in enough time to take out Toto. Project Manga. Plus, Choso has the channel to pierce blood through convergence. Toso's combat IQ is too high. He'll figure out Choso's whole kit in moments. Agreed. Yuji did not use Black Flash with Choso. No. Toto might even be able to boogie woogie Choso into his own piercing blade. Right. Choso needs to charge up. Right. Toto swaps. Okay, we pretty much saying a lot of the same stuff here. Project Manga. Piercing blood is fast, but it has a channeling time that Toto can easily exploit. Right. Choso can fill the whole space with blood. Exactly. Choso can fill the whole space with blood, so he can. That's if he gets damaged like that. He did that because he was damaged, and Naoya gave him time to do that. Naoya sat there and talked to him, giving him time to do that. Choso didn't do that like in some instantaneous. It's all time. He needs time. Toto's not giving him that time because he doesn't fight like that. Yeah, Project Manga, I agree. He wouldn't rely on piercing blood because of probably how fast and quick, and how smart Toto is. He probably would be using his regular blood manipulation and doping, right? I think I'm putting money on Toto because of Boogie Woogie's ability and Toto's use of it, along with his battle experience with Toto teacher. Exactly. Toto extremely quick thinking and breakdown to counter is giving the win in addition to Boogie. Exactly. Just the interaction with him and Hanami attack to show Toto will be quick enough to. Thank you. Boom. Finished it. You finished it. Boom. Finished it. He finished it. Edward Williams finished it. Shugen Yamada and said, not even Yuji's full power punch could damage Choso when he hardened by hockey. This man said hardened by hockey. You are still in One Piece, first of all. You said hardened by hockey. Two, Yuji wasn't throwing his strongest blows. That wasn't his strongest blows. That wasn't his strongest blows at all. And it doesn't matter about hardening. That happened over time. Choso took 3 blows from Yuji and was like, oh, he hits me way too hard. You get what I'm saying? Toto's getting more than those 3 off in that time period because he's going to be. Choso barely had time to really even use his doping that much against Naoya, and it still wasn't fast enough. Naoya still felt like he could handle that doping shit. I don't know, bro. I feel like I'm giving it to Toto. I don't see strong enough evidence for Choso, you guys. I think I'm giving this one to Toto. I don't see strong enough evidence for Choso here. He pierced Yuji's lung because of Yuji's lack of thinking that he could harden something outside of his body and hitting him. Because Yuji never fought a blood manipulation user before. Todo has fought a blood manipulation user, has way more battle experience. Like, I don't know. None of these, I'm not seeing strong enough. I'm not seeing strong enough evidence here for Choso, people. Project Manga says, I feel like projection isn't nearly as disorienting. I don't think so either. There's a difference between someone touching you and turning you into a frame and someone clapping and you're switching places. That's an entirely different level of I'm messing with what you're doing here. At first, sure, but at the end of the day, there's just way more you think about when you're fighting Toto. Yeah, you have to think about if he's even changing with you. Like, is he, every time he claps, is he really even switching with you? When you do piercing blood at him, is he going to switch you with the piercing blood? Is he going to trick you by clapping and he doesn't really switch you? Like, I don't know, man. I'm giving this to Toto. I don't see strong enough evidence for Choso here. I don't think projection sorcery is as disorienting, man, because I can switch with you and everything you're doing is just done. I gotta have a cursed weapon and switch with you. And remember, people forget. Y'all keep talking about things Choso was doing in his fights. Did y'all forget that my man Toto picked up a pebble, threw it at them polyisomer things Mahito made? He threw cursed energy and rubble, threw it at it, switched with it, and started beating his ass. Come on now, bro. Let's think about that, bro. My man picked up rubble, threw it, put cursed energy, imbued it with cursed energy, threw it at man, switched with it. He knows how to do things where he can switch up his verse. He's not relying on just switching with just you. He'll break the floor, take a piece of rock, put cursed energy into it, throw it beside you, switch. No, bro. I'm sorry. I'm giving this to Toto. Giving it to Toto. Yeah, it's way more than just mere clap face, bro. He just doing all the time. He could just get you. Like, he could just get you. And probably might say, and also don't underestimate them clap fakes. Cause you be sitting there going, and he'd be like, I know he's switching. Nope. Or why would he switch right now? Like, you don't know what he gonna be on, bro. There's too much of Leo Toto's bag, bro. I'm sorry. He could just do anything. He could take off a piece of clothing on him, put cursed energy in it, throw it at you, switch. He could purposefully set cursed energy in something over here. If he, just in case he gets caught up in something, clap. He's over here now. Don't take the attack. He has defensive and offensive ways he can use his technique, bro. So in a 1v1 fight, no, I'm not seeing enough Choso info here. Jersey Mike said Choso is shown to be incredibly tactful, even in both situations where he was pretty big disadvantage. Choso knows trainer to attack as well. But you're saying, but the only pretty big disadvantage Choso has been in where he's came off on top is versus Naoya. That's the only time. When has he had another big advantage? Don't Uraume, because he lost. It took a while for that poison to mess with Uraume. And even after the poison to mess with Uraume was not like incapacitated. Uraume ain't like, I'm done here. You feel what I'm saying? Uraume was about to get all of them killed before the poison even affected them. Uraume was about to kill all of them. I don't know, bro. I ain't seeing it. He is a genius. That's in the fan book. Yes, Project Manga. It got the claps got the better of Nanami and Mahito. Yes. Also, are we even sure Choso will be able to penetrate Toto with piercing blood? True. And if I were Hanami, Toto says he has the ability extremely hard in his body. He might be Choso's natural enemy. That's true too. He did say that. That's a great point. I'm not seeing no Cho with my Choso people. I'm not seeing good enough points. I'm seeing Toto with this one. Malik said Toto definitely gonna clap Choso. Toto said Toto two created with Boogie Woogie. You fucked unless she beat his mom high key. Exactly. The only one I'm not opposed to Toto winning, but I feel like Toto could catch dude off guard with Supernova. I think y'all giving Supernova too much credit because Yuji got hit with Supernova in his back and kept it pushing. So And Toto pretty durable. Yeah. Project Monkey did make a good point. Hamzy, you made it. He was a big disadvantage against Yuji. He couldn't use it exactly. That's true, but in the beginning he was fighting Yuji, and Yuji was still doing decent. But y'all going back to versus Yuji. Why y'all going back to versus Yuji? Versus Naoya, he had his whole kit and was getting whooped. And I'm pretty sure Todo and Naoya are on pretty similar levels. So why y'all running? I don't think running to the Yuji thing. I'm not talking about the Yuji fight. Y'all run into the Yuji fight because I don't know why. I'm talking about versus Naoya where he was full power. I'm talking about versus Naoya. He still is extremely disoriented by the projection technique. Boogie Woogie is going to be 10 times worse. And someone like Todo isn't underestimating his enemy. He's going directly at you head on. He's not playing games. And the moment Todo realizes he can hit you 2 or 3 times and you're not naturally knocked out, or he hits Choso once and realizes how hard Choso is, Todo's going to be like, oh, I need to knock you senseless. I don't know, man. I think Todo's beating the brakes off of Naoya, in my opinion, too, Project Manga. I just seen you say that. I agree. Tarnish, Todo's most badass moment was taking the Black Flash from Mahito. I don't agree, but I don't see what was the point of that. Choso's most badass moment is letting a nigga sit there and talk to him so he can bleed out and get a win because he know he couldn't win 1v1. Like, Choso knew he couldn't beat Naoya in a scrap, so he let Naoya keep talking so his blood can spill up so he can catch him off guard because he knew Naoya thought he was a regular human. Stop it. I'm giving Toto the win. I'm moving on. I don't see no strong enough reasons for Choso. I'm marking down Toto as the winner. So we are moving on to our next fight. If you have any grievances with my choice, you can link with me in the Discord after this because we are having a post-fight Discord discussion about our decisions. And I will link the Danchou's Hideout Discord, or Sean can do that because he is our mod. He would do that. I'll do that as well if you guys really want it. I am going to give it to Toto. I mean, why are you telling me chill out, Jersey? I'm not trying to downplay Choso. If y'all going to downplay Toto, because y'all downplaying Toto right now. So if y'all going to downplay Toto, I'm going to say that the Choso's best moment was because he sat there and said, let me talk about my brothers and bleed out while this guy thinks he won, because he definitely would have killed me if I was a regular human right now. And then when I make the blood come at him, I'm going to do sneak moves on him and try to do sneak piercing bloods, even though he's still dodging them pretty easily. And the only way I'm going to take him down is if I sneak him with a supernova move that he doesn't know about, because he's pretty knowledgeable about my people's techniques. It's a good thing I'm fighting a cocky brat. Like, come on, bro. Not trying to be that guy. So moving on to match 3, we have Uraume versus Yuta. I don't know who in this one. Go. I don't know. I'm leaving it because we don't know too much about Uraume, and we know Yuta has a lot to his kit. The only question is that I'm not sure of is Yuta still able to copy techniques and stuff like that like he was in the prequel? I'm not 100% sure. I think we'll have to see. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to see. So everybody's going Yuta. I wouldn't mind Yuta winning this one at all. Yuta, I got Yuta all day. Yuta, the fight is hard as hell since we know so little about Uraume. Yuta also probably a lot stronger than we last saw. Just off portrayal, Yuta's probably stronger, but not enough evidence really. I don't think Uraume is that tough. I think Uraume is tough as shit, to be honest. I think he's tough as shit, but I don't see Yuta. I don't see it being unheard of winning this. Like, I don't at all. I definitely can see this. I just think Uraume is an interesting matchup because Uraume kind of like didn't even scratch the surface of their technique when we seen them, and they froze everyone in place in an instant. And it kind of just was the fucking coolest shit I've probably seen in the whole series, in my personal opinion. I'm not gonna lie. But it was pretty damn cool, man. I love that shit. Snooty said even if he can't, he's got Rika. I mean, but like, yeah, he's got Rika. But if you're someone like if you're Sukuna's subordinate, I'm not saying you're gonna match it to Sukuna's power, but how many fingers are you matching up to Sukuna? So how many fingers do we think Uraume is to Sukuna? Ooh, how many fingers y'all think Uraume matches to Sukuna? I think 15. I think 15 fingers. I think Uraume matches to between 11 and 15 fingers. Project Manga says Yuta as well. He brings out Rika in his curtains. I don't know if it's curtains, man, because Uraume, I don't know. That don't feel right. I'm down with it. Like, if it happened, I'd be like, makes sense. Like, I'd be fine with it. But for some reason, something in my gut is telling me Uraume ain't even scratched the surface. Cole, I feel like what up, Vane? Cole, I feel like we need more information on Uraume to make our predictions. I could agree with that. I think calling Rika the Queen of Curses still is doing too much, personally. I'll be real. I think that was just some pre-Sukuna shit. Yuta copies Ice curse technique that whoops Ryu's ass unless you refuses. But like, if you're an Ice curse user, why would your own technique work against you? Like, if you're an Ice curse technique user, why would Ice hurt? Like, I don't think, no, Shugen. I don't think using Uraume's Ice against them is a smart technique. Hamzy, if you think that's the Uraume's 8 fingers, you're entirely underestimating Uraume. I agree with Corliss. Y'all are underestimating Uraume here a little bit. Shinobito says Uraume 10 fingers. Corliss says 10 to 15. I agree. I think Uraume stronger than Jogo. Thank you. I agree, Wing. I think Uraume stronger than Jogo, at the least. Yes. 14 to 15, yes. Yes, Bino, I do. Uraume is not beating Jogo. Yes, Uraume is Hamzy. Kamza Fushiguro 10 minimum. I agree. Shugen, but 15 fingers are stronger than Yuta, and that's why I think that's why I low key think that. No. I mean, I don't know if I think Yuta versus 15 fingers Sakuna may be able to get a win, and it depends on what's going on here. But I think Uraume's like 15 fingers Sakuna. Sakuna full power is 20. Uraume's like at 15, but that gap between that them 5 fingers between 15 and 20, that's a gap. Like, I'm not saying that between that 15 and that 20 is like, woo. You know what I'm saying? Like, every finger Sukuna finna get from here is like gonna be a power jump. That's kind of how I'm feeling about it. She hasn't shown anything Gojo's. She hasn't shown anything even Jogo's level. So you telling me freezing everybody in the vicinity, and then when she says we don't need to keep any of y'all, rest of y'all alive, and then summoning an ice thing that brings everything down, and Yuji instantly thinking in his head, "Oh my God, we're all dead," isn't doing anything that Jogo's done. That's nothing Jogo level yet. I don't know, man. See, y'all be y'all be kind of hating. Y'all be kind of hating. Y'all be kind of hating. Jogo has speed and Uraume barely dodge piercing blood. That was at point blank range. And it wasn't even a barely dodge. They just blocked it. It was just fast. The speed of sound is very fast. Who said that Jogo was faster than the speed of sound? Nobody said that. We don't have any proof of Jogo being faster than the speed of sound. We just know he's fast. Yuki seems to handle Uraume ice pretty well, and she's special grade. Yuki seems to handle Uraume's ice pretty well, yes. But that doesn't. What does that mean? That wasn't like it was a fight. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was a. You know, if you use a technique on a group of people, and then someone comes outside the group of people and stops the technique, cool. That's not the same as you being caught in the technique and stopping it. You kind of get what I'm saying? I feel like y'all that doesn't equate. Yuta won't come unscathed, but I don't think she has the same amount of curse energy as Yuta. I mean, yeah, he might have a lot more curse energy, but I don't think that automatically means that's a win. Like how Gojo has, less, but the way his shit works. So depending on how Yume's kit works, I think Yuta can win this. I think Yuta wins this, but I think Yume gives this man a very, 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 very harsh run. What else you guys are saying? Let's see. Anything else of importance here? Dan Espes says Yuta definitely has more power, but Yume has way more experience, a much sharper killing instinct, and has pretty powerful himself, standing up to several grade 1 sorcerers. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Nah, I am LOL because your humor's out here. Hamzy, if someone poisons you, are you not going to be breathing heavy? I'm confused. What is you or Yume? See, Hamzy, I don't want to have to embarrass you and make you look stupid on stream. But if someone poisons you, are you not going to be breathing heavy? You're not going to breathe heavy. What is being poisoned have to do with anything? You're a human poisoned by a curse's poison. What does that have to do with anything? You may use reverse curse technique as a human. Healed a hand being split as a human. Froze an entire vicinity of people. You're talking about dropping a meteor like you're 5 years old. Use your brain, please. The meteor dropped the meteor and killed no one. Like, dropped the meteor and killed who? Who did he kill? Dropped the meteor and who did Jogo kill with this grand meteor? Please stop it. Please stop it. Y'all be saying dumb stuff and think y'all smart. Yuta could copy her technique. Maybe. We don't know. It's kind of hard because there's so much we know about them currently. It's not so much exactly. Exactly. You may definitely special grade. Thank you, Jay-Z Mike. At least you have a brain. Gally Algal, Larapet fan book. Okay. Yume is clapping Jogo. Thank you, honored one. Yume is whooping Jogo's ass, and that's common sense. People with brains would know that, but yeah. Shinobito has Yume shown the capability of being able to launch city block meteors. Yes, when they froze the whole vicinity of people with ease, not an issue in the slightest. Without one. You guys don't think that Yume has a maximum technique? You guys don't think that Yume has a domain? And their technique already gave off a domain effect because they couldn't even tell what the hell was going on, and a whole bunch of ice was coming from above them and was coming down. I don't think y'all understand Jujutsu Kaisen like y'all think y'all do. Jogo was competed to Nobito and speed. That doesn't mean anything. You think you'd be able to stop this meteor? What does stopping a meteor have to do? You could just dodge it. You see, Jay-Z might just say you ain't got to stop. Exactly. You don't have to stop it. You could just dodge it. Did Sakuna stop it? Is Sakuna weaker than Jogo because he didn't stop the meteor and dodged it? Does that mean Sakuna's weaker than Jogo because he dodged the meteor and didn't stop it? What do y'all be talking about? Yuji's Lord Corey, Yuji's the exception. The best counter to a curse Yuji is by conventional means, and Yuji has the most conventional method. Imagine his physical abilities, which is why he's able to break the ice. Exactly. When we ain't seen too much from both of them, I think Yuji's too fast. You probably can't keep up. I don't know. I don't think your Yume is that fast because we saw how fast Yuji was, and Yuta wasn't faster than Yuji, and Yume was able to encase Yuji in ice and was able to encase Choso in ice and like encase everyone who was just fine around them in ice fairly quickly. Like when everyone was getting a move on you, Yume just very instantly. So in terms of speed, we've seen Yuta blitz people who are fast, and we've seen Yume blitz people who are fast and like using technique. So it's like it's still a me. If Yuta was still faster, I'm not surprised, but I don't think he is. I generally think Yume's the same. I honestly think y'all are underestimating Yume by a lot. It's kind of wild how y'all are underestimating the first person we see Sukuna look at and recognize and not try to kill at all. That's kind of crazy to me. Like, that's the person y'all are underestimating. Out of every character this man has ran into, the character that he respects, you guys are underestimating. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Who said that? Who said that Yuta's copy of a technique? Shugen said that. Who said that Yuta's copy of a technique is stronger than the original? Inimaki's technique, it was specified it was weaker. So I don't know who told you that. I don't know who told you that. See, I don't know what headcanon y'all be making up. I don't know what headcanon y'all be making up. Maybe I did fight because we don't have a lot of info on current Yume. Exactly. Probably Manga said, uh-oh. I don't know what you said uh-oh to, but I'm sorry. It must be me. Not that Yume can stop Maxim Meteor. I don't even know Yume can stop it. I mean, they probably can, but what's the name of it? Dan says, oh yeah, verse technique changed the game. Social cable verse technique is powerful as fuck. Exactly. If Gege is nice enough, we can get a fight between them in actual manga. Maybe we could. If he runs into Uraume in the culling game, that'd be cool. Uraume versus Yuta in the culling game, and I hope Yuta gets washed just so y'all can understand who Uraume is. Uraume wins just because I think Yuta's too inexperienced. They're very capable in terms of power. I mean, yeah, I think experience is a huge thing in this. She called Choso trash. I think she's pretty broken. Exactly. And then she got hit by blood, and then he or she got hit by the blood poison. It was all like, oh damn, I'm poisoned, and like that's fucked up. And like, yeah, of course you're poisoned. It wasn't like on some, oh my god, I'm gonna die from the like, I don't know, man. Why y'all talking about Yuta copying it? He doesn't need to copy it since he can't just say something like break. What do you mean he can't just say something like break? You couldn't Yuta use cursed speech since he has more cursed energy? No, he can't just use cursed speech. We haven't just seen him been able just to use it. And he also was very inexperienced with it because remember he set out death and he couldn't even kill Geto when he said death. Nor could he aim it. Yuta is not inexperienced anymore. Thank you. I wish special. Well, he's not green, but he's not as experienced as Uraume. Yeah, no, you were saying I wish special grade wouldn't be so vague. Two people special grade and be very different in strength. Yeah. With curse, I don't. I mean, it depends. I don't think Uraume will work on Uraume with Yuta. I don't think he's good enough. Uraume also reacted to Prism the same way Yuji did. Exactly, Project Manga. Rulebook, please think before y'all speak. Basis arguments are not appreciated. Thanks. I appreciate that, Sean. Honestly, I'd probably say Yugi reacted better to you than Yuji. Honestly, I would agree. Because then all Uraume did was like, oh, because Uraume didn't think to dodge. Uraume just was like, and of course, Uraume didn't know it's poison. Geto wouldn't, Kenjaku would know it's poison. So Kenjaku goes, I'm going to move. And Uraume's like, oh, this is piercing blood. And just blocks it. Then just does reverse technique and then continues on. And it takes the blood time to kick in. It doesn't auto kick in. It took time too. So right. Thank you, Corliss. The way your Sukuna reacts to you speaks volumes. Exactly. Thank you, Marcos. I'm pretty sure Yumi has a domain expansion. Project Manga said, yeah, I'm ranking Yumi pretty high. They had a great performance at the end of Shibuya, and then, yeah, they're clearly cool with Sakuna, who hates weaklings. Exactly. They said it's an ass pull how Maximum Meteor didn't kill any of the sorcerers in the vicinity. No, Jogo just didn't catch catch bodies like that. It's not an ass pull. They just missed it. He didn't hit. In Project Manga, I would agree with Yuta right now, though, because I would say Yuta right now because I don't know enough about Uraume. I just don't know enough. I'm not confident in saying Uraume because I don't know enough yet. But I feel like the moment I see more, I'm about to be like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give this one to Yuta for now. We can agree with that. We can agree with Yuta high diff. You're fine with being late anime paradise. Unify diff. I am fine with that. Marcos, exactly. You're your man, one of like bitches. K1 KL says, I'm giving to you them being from the Heian era sorcerer and being a disciple of Sukuna. And those are such powerful points that I want to say, oh my God, you're a Yume. But because of those points, KL, I'm gonna make it a high diff fight for Yuta. High diff fight for Yuta. But I feel like once we see what Yume can do, that's gonna change. Yuta barely wins. Okay. Hamzy said, I have a Yume agenda now. Please have a Yume agenda so that I can see you fail miserably at your agenda. I can't wait. I can't wait, Hamzy. Keep your Yume agenda. Keep it. Hold it tightly. Never let it go. I mean, when you're down bad, like at its worst, don't let it go. Because that's when I'll have respect for you. Because I just know anybody else would drop it. But just stick to it, bro. Stay strong. I mean, it's common sense that the Heian era will whoop the current era's ass because the Heian era was the golden period. Sean laughing at me. Hansi said, "We will see." I'm just saying, bro. When you're down terribly bad, just know I'm here and I'm going to laugh with you, not at you, with you. You know, Jersey Mike, you're you agenda. You don't got better things to do. I mean, if you want to have an agenda against the only disciple of Sakuna confirmed, then you know. But all right, we're gonna move on. We got you to that fight. And now to the next fight. We got General Mahoraga versus Geto. Prequel Geto. I'm talking the Geto versus Yuta, but he has all his curses. We're gonna say all has all his curses because Kenjaku mentioned that if he had all his curses, he would have gave Yuta would have caught that them hands. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So we're gonna say the Geto from the prequel. He has all his curses. He full strength versus General Mahoraga. Let's just say he ran into Megumi or something, or he ran into somebody, a Zenin or something, and they did Mahoraga, and he got caught in the ritual, and now he's trying to beat Mahoraga to survive the ritual. Who y'all think got this? I got Mahoraga. Enoch, the Heian era is stronger. The Heian era was the freaking golden age, bro. Mahoraga. Geto Suguru got this. Yikes. Very high diff for Geto, mid for Mahoraga. Then Mahoraga can use positive, which is problem for all of Geto's curses. But Sukuna stated if he was a curse, he'd be in trouble. Yes, he has the 100 Demon Parade. Yes, Malik. Jersey Mike says Mahoraga. And Perry says Mahoraga beating Geto ass. Henry says Geto only wins if he has the destructive enough curse, which hasn't been shown to have. I'm pretty sure he has the destructive enough curse to harm Mahoraga simply off the fact that he did the 100 Demon Parade. Simply. And he has the vengeful special grade spirit by his side that was able to clash 1v1 with Rika. So I'm pretty sure he does. I don't know what's his Mahoraga. He doesn't think it's close. Mellow Human says Mahoraga can adapt. Yusuf said Mahoraga is broken if Fushiguro tame it, Fushiguro broken. We're not talking about Fushiguro being taming it. We're talking about what it can do on its own versus Geto. We're not talking about Megumi taming it. Mahoraga, what? Got a whole weapon racked upon any that one shot's curses. Mahoraga wins. Yeah, but it depends on. Remember, these aren't curses just out here. Geto can regulate how these curses are sent at him and regulate what they do. So y'all got to be a little more technical. Y'all think Mahoraga is going to be in there going 1, 2, 3 with the curses, and Geto is going to be sending them out one by one. I'm pretty sure when Geto realizes man has a thing of positive energy, he's going to start being much more smarter about his curses. You would send out the weaker curses first, to distract the man, and then you would do more, like what I'm saying, with the stronger curses. Geto was the perfect counter to Mahoraga. The perfect counter? Interesting. Malik says Geto wins. Geto kills Mahoraga by making it get used to special grade curse's ability while he kills it with Uzumaki, the same tactic Sukuna used. Interesting tactic. I don't think the special grades Geto is as strong as Mahoraga. I don't know about that one, bro. Mahoraga's going to outlast him. Geto will have enough to hurt him, but it's going to take too much to finish the job. Remember, you got to remember, like, Geto was confident enough to be like, I'm going to just pull up on Rika. If Yuta didn't say, I'm just going to give my life to fight and win this fight, I think he probably would have lost against Geto. If he didn't do that try to do that binding vow at the end to give up his life, I think he would have lost that. Mahoraga's going to outlast him. Geto will have enough to hurt him, but it's going to take too much to finish the job. Okay. That's what Lord Corliss said. Sean Warrior says, I say Mahoraga because even though it lacks human intelligence, I think I'm not sure on that. It seems like it has human intelligence, but we don't know if it's like Mahito level. You know what I'm saying? It's a that's very well to the fights and could likely clap that ass in some ways. Probably. Mahoraga leads so out the Sukuna domain expansion and using a positive energy will wipe every single curse. He survived the domain expansion because of his technique. He was going to survive regardless. And remember, the domain expansion was weakened because he already had adapted to slashing attacks to a degree when he did the first one against him. Remember? That's a little more detailed than just surviving Sukuna's domain. It's a little more specific. Hard to call. I think Mahoraga adapted is probably too hard, even for many curses to Geto, even some of his strong curses, none of them one shot like Sukuna did. Y'all keep saying his curses get one shot, but Geto has all of he has so many things. Like these curses that have ranged curse technique, y'all. Not every single curse has to be directly in its face. Geto isn't necessarily slow. He can easily use a cursed spirit that's faster than him to increase his mobility. You kind of get what I'm saying? I kind of think y'all are like thinking too direct. Manga Mike says Mahoraga taking the L. Project Manga says Geto absolutely has the facilities to hit Mahoraga with different curses faster than Mahoraga can adapt. Okay, I agree. Even considering the positive energy blade, I think Geto might take it. And I agree. I think because he has it's different stuff. He doesn't have to only do curses that are going to be right in Mahoraga's face, or stuff like that. He can easily do things that a curse technique might even discombobulate Mahoraga for a second. So the first time it discombobulates it, giving him a chance to do something else with it. We know he has so many different type of curse techniques, and we don't know if some of those curse techniques that we seen Kenjaku use, there could be some curses that lingered from Geto. I'm not entirely sure. No, wait, I do think all his curses were gone by his death. I'm not entirely sure on that. But either way, it definitely could happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mahoraga is sentient, but that don't mean he's like Mahito level. Project Manga said, relative human, I don't see how Geto's curses can deal with positive energy and Mahoraga can heal. Mahoraga can heal because of the adaptiveness, but you can kill him before he heals, y'all. That's how we watched how Sukuna killed him. It was a tactic. Sakuna ain't kill him because he's just more powerful. It was a tactic. It was the way he had to do it. If he used Mahoraga, because he could distract him and then use. That's what I'm thinking. He could probably do that. Get on the prequel also had Playful Cloud, so he could use Playful Cloud. Okay. Geto says one of the biggest strengths of his technique is that he can lay on crazy strong techniques back to back to back. Exactly. That's exactly. So I was thinking Mahoraga has a chance because he might be just a little faster than Geto. Like he might be a smidge faster, so he might catch him But I'm saying that's like if Geto ain't on it. Like if Geto don't pick up fast enough that this thing can adapt like that. Like it's a high level fight. You feel like by the time he felt what he's doing, no, I feel like Geto would see how powerful this Shikigami in front of him is and be like, nah, let me just send shit out first. Then after he get hit with one thing and start adapting, he might be like, what's going on here? And then do something else and realize it don't work. He might try a different technique. I think he might have some time. Geto is super fat. That's Kenjaku, bro. That's Kenjaku. That's Kenjaku that you're talking about that caught that. That's Kenjaku, but Geto's still fast. Yeah, he's not gonna let him adapt to all of them. This is one of the more close fights we've had in my eyes. Yeah, I think so too, Sean. Hamzy, see, these are discussions I love in content with versus mechanics. I've seen it argue with stupid powers against saying you Choso would beat Mahoraga because he scales above. Oh, I see. I don't know about all of that, but yeah. Yeah, I think Geto was more able to handle Mahoraga than almost any other character. It still might be Mahoraga's win, but I think Geto probably could do it. So I'm for my final vote, bro. I'm gonna go Mahoraga because I'm thinking his speed is there, and if he lands even one, like if he gets one hit on Geto, it's wraps. I don't think Geto has the durability. But just because I don't know what curses Geto can have, like if I had a list of his curses and could go through what curses could do what, then it'd be more. But we know he has a whole bunch. But you know what? I'm gonna get this to Geto. I think Geto has the facilities to take this out, man. He might have the facilities to take this out, man. Like I think Mahoraga has it, but he might get, but like. Oh, but I feel like if Mahoraga touches that man, he gonna get one-shotted. And I feel like he's not coming out the fight not getting touched. So I might get his Mahoraga. He does know how to use them on defense too. Project Manga. He does. He does, man. He does have so he does, man. I'm gonna give it to Geto. That's my final vote. What y'all think, chat? I'm giving it to Geto. I want to give Geto that win. I feel like Geto versus Mahoraga is going to take that. I feel like he's going to take that, bro. I'm gonna give it to Geto. What y'all think? Project Manga says, and Geto is fast. His reaction speed is even higher. I could agree. Geto's going to fight for his life, but I could see him pulling a win. Yeah, I'll give him a high diff win. I'm talking about if he got 1,000 curses, he probably gonna use about 500 of them hoes. Nah, but like he gonna use a lot of it. I think I'm gonna give it to Geto on an extremely high diff, but I could see people feeling Mahoraga takes this win. But I'm gonna just lean to Geto. I went in going Mahoraga. I'm gonna go out giving Geto some dubs here, giving Geto this dub. But I can see Mahoraga. So I would say if we going out of 10. Are we going out of 10? I say we're gonna give Geto like 6 of them and give Mahoraga 5 of them. I think Geto got 6 of them and Mahoraga got 5 of them. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna give it that Geto. I'm marking that down as my final win. As the final win for the Danchou domain, we got Geto. Versus Mahoraga, we got Geto. I'm saying that. I'm giving it Geto. It'll be a very hard fight one. Got 5,000 curses. So Geto has like 5,000 curses plus. Man. So I'm gonna give this to Geto, man. I'm gonna give my man this dub. So last but not least, the main event, because I know y'all want this and I want this, and I know some of y'all might be bold at what I feel about this fight. But the main event is Gojo versus Sukuna. Okay. Hamzy, Megumi won the first fight. Gojo versus Sakuna. Who do y'all got? I got Gojo. King Jaku beats Mahoraga, but I got Gojo. I got Gojo versus Sakuna, and I got Gojo. Who y'all got? I agree, Mello. I don't see how Sukuna's getting through Limitless right now. Right now, I do not see how he's getting through Limitless. Chat start going stupid. How y'all feel? Gojo said he'll find it a little rough, but he'll win. Gojo, he has a better than the curse energy. Who? Gojo? That's what you're saying, Silencer? Canva says Gojo. What's up, Canva, by the way? Marco Lopez says if it's 20, yeah, we're talking 20 finger Sukuna. And no, I'm saying 20 finger Sukuna is Gojo. So Marco Lopez, why do you think it's 20 finger Sukuna? Why do you think 20 finger Sukuna is beating Gojo? I don't see how he's countering Limitless, bro. How is he cutting through Limitless? Like, how is he breaking through Limitless? I do not. Oh, Miss Silencer, I do not think Malevolent Shrine is beating out Limitless Void. I don't think that. I don't think that. Everybody's saying Sukuna wins 20 fingers, but what's your proof? Because I ain't seen Sukuna do anything yet, and he had 15 fingers that I don't think Gojo can't handle. I'll be real. Sukuna had 15 fingers, and I ain't seen nothing yet that I feel like, damn, what is Gojo gonna do against that? I ain't seen nothing yet. Zero, we do know what Sukuna's technique does. It's literally told to us. Nobody said that Shinobito, nobody said that Limitless is unbreakable, but you talking about Black Whip can go through it. Okay, but this is what I'm saying. This is the problem. It's a possibility Sukuna has curse techniques and that can mimic curse objects. That doesn't make sense. So what that doesn't make sense, bro. Sorry. Like, what proof do you have of that? He probably has curse techniques that mimic curse weapons. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make I don't know, man. That's too headcanon. Come back to earth for me. Come back to facts for me. Even if Sukuna has other techniques we don't know about, what possible technique is Sukuna using that is getting through Limitless? If you're going to run and automatically say he has a technique that negates techniques, why wouldn't he use the technique that negates techniques against Mahoraga to negate its regeneration and then just kill it? So come back to earth, everybody. Come back to earth for me. Come back to earth for me. Right now, we have no proof that Sukuna just got random. We don't know. We know that he can do stuff like that. We don't have no proof that he just got a buku of abilities yet. We don't have that confirmation. That's theorization. So we're going to come down, you know? Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I agree. I said before Project Manga, the difference between 15 and 20 is probably going to be stupid. But you got to think, from 1 to 15, I don't think Sukuna ain't done nothing to me that I feel like Gojo can't handle. Not even close. Not in my personal opinion. So he has to do something ridiculously crazy by the time he gets to 20. And for me to be like, ooh, Gojo. Like, his speed ain't nothing where I feel like Gojo couldn't get to. His damage ain't nothing where I feel like Gojo couldn't get to. Malevolent Shrine ain't scared me to the point to where I felt like Limitless Void couldn't break through it. You know, I don't know. I haven't got it. You know, I haven't gotten it handed. Yeah, Project Manga, way too much headcanon. There's so much headcanon going on. Who just said we don't know all Gojo's techniques? What the hell are you talking about? I think this understanding of he said the latest one. Yeah, Project Manga. It's just not too wild. He just ain't done nothing where I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I ain't got that yet. Yeah, Gojo has a 6-eye jersey. My people forget that. Someone tried to say to me in the stream the other day that Sakuna has more understanding of cursed energy than the 6 eyes. And I said, why do y'all be making up stuff? Like, why? What do y'all make this? Like, why do y'all just make this stuff up? Like that doesn't make sense. I know for a fact 15 finger Sukuna is losing against Gojo. So that's why I'm saying 20 finger Sukuna, bro. I'm not doing 15 finger because I feel like that's the obvious he loses. There's nothing he's done where Gojo ain't finna be like infinity. You know, like nothing in my opinion. So I don't. No, Marcos, I would disagree. I think the narrative has been hyping up Sukuna and Gojo to be two sides of the same coin. I think that they literally have had the same dialogue narration used for them. So I think they're being hyped up as two sides of the same coin, not Sukuna being so much stronger than him. But that's the thing. We don't need to know Sukuna's trump card, Shugen. We have enough information about Sukuna right now at 15 fingers. 20 fingers is just that amplified. So all you can say right now is you hope that he has some new technique that we ain't seen. But what I entirely doubt that. You get what I'm saying? So let's just go off of what we know. We have a 20 finger Sukuna. His speed is probably going to be 5 times what it was at 15 fingers. We know his strength is probably going to be 5 times plus that. We already know that his domain expansion is going to be stronger, shit like that. But like I was saying is 15 finger Sukuna feel like about maybe 5 times or more weaker than Gojo right now to me. Nothing he did felt impressive. Nothing in comparison to Gojo was Gojo one. Nothing felt like, oh my God, the way Sukuna kicked Gojo into a building and knocked him all the way down the building is the same way Gojo knocked Jogo through the trees and knocked him around the forest and then knocked him into the water. So it's like, what do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Hamzy, I agree. Gojo, we haven't seen Gojo go all out in terms of destruction, and he might have maximum technique. Gojo go talk about food. You know, we only going off what we know. We know, dog. We been doing the. We say we've been just disappear. I hate when the chat refreshes on me. We've been doing the same with every fight. Fact. Yeah, Gojo body this man until we get them 20 fingers. Oh man, Silencer, when we establish how domains be other domains, Malevolent Shrine had extra restrictions empowering it beyond a normal domain. It is extremely well defined, which is stretched but has some evidence. It is extremely well defined, but Gojo has his void because he did his void. So that's just his domain. If Sukuna wants to paint his thing like that, that's just how he decided to paint it. Because don't you think a blunt force technique works better spread out in a wide range than you think in a dome? Not dome, I'm sorry, but slash attacks works better in a wide range than a dome. But in Affinity, it would work better in a dome. You know what I'm saying? It holding you in than just spreading out between the large escape. You kind of get what I'm saying? I just think the way that things work, you know what I'm saying, it'd be fine. I don't know if Infinity claps all domains, but it's gonna probably clap Malevolent Shrine right now. 20 fingers, it'll be a good little clash, I think. Who said Toji beating 15 finger Sakuna? I missed that in the chat. You wildin'. He said, "Hey, try to rest be quiet. I'm stuck. I'm still tight kicking Box Gojo over Sakuna." He said, "Please be quiet." Why are you talking about Box Gojo? We don't know what's going on in the box yet. We talking about pure facts right now, Sean. He said, "Don't be rude, Project Manga." I'm taking Project Manga side on this one. Sorry. He said, "Who you plug? What you smoking?" He said, "I need the juice." Y'all are terrible, bro. Stop it, Jersey Mike. He said, "I said, please, y'all is stop it. Both of you, stop it." Project Manga and Sean, be good now. We're in front of people, family. We're not at home. I don't think Sakuna will have a problem dodging purple. No, I think Sukuna and Gojo's fight is finna be hands. Can we be real? I think Gojo and Sukuna's fight is gonna be hands, bro. Let's be real, y'all. They might just have to throw hands. Project Manga. We are in public. Oh my god. No muting, Jonathan. Don't mute Project Manga. If they need to be muted, I will do it. Everything is fine. Let's stay in peace. Yeah, Malik. I think Gojo and Sukuna gonna be throwing hands. Yeah, I'm telling you, Hamzy, they dropping the techniques and they deucing. He gonna use dismantle, cleave, infinity, red nothing, blue does nothing, purple does nothing. Go Sakuna tries to do something else, does nothing. Okay, fuck it. Hands. I'm trying to tell you, that's about to happen. I don't think it's gonna be a certain power blast left and right, bro. And then it'll be hands. I don't know, man. But that's simply what I said. Like they'll try to do stuff. Like they'll try to. I don't think it'll be absurd power blast. I think they'll be very home refined attacks that do heavy damage on impact, but they won't hit. Like it won't be like I'm just gonna blow a whole bunch of shit at you. I think they're gonna be really refined attacks that just won't hit. I don't even think it's that because Gojo is confident. I just think they just will be at a standstill and just start throwing hands. I don't know if Gojo got better hands, Tarnish. I don't know. I feel like Sakuna probably grew up in the dirt, in the mud with the hands. I don't know about that one yet. I ain't gonna say all of that. Lord Corliss makes a point. He said if he felt like Sakuna could beat Gojo, why would Kenjaku seal Gojo? If he felt like Sakuna coming back would be good enough. But then Gojo could be around and be the main reason that will stop Sakuna from coming back, bro. So maybe that could be that little contingency there. But we'll see. Gojo already showed he uses his hands to increase infinity, but he doesn't need to. I agree, Project Manga. If you think Gojo got better hands than Sakuna, you're smoking wiener. Yes, I entirely agree. There's no way in the world you think Gojo got better hands than Sakuna. Like, there's just no way. Like, I know my nigga Sakuna came about the mud. Like, I know Kuna came about the mud. You're not even going to tell me. I already know Kuna. That's why I say if they throw in hands, and Gojo gonna have to get right. But I think he could probably take that win. But he gonna have to get right, like right. But Kuna gonna be deucing him. Like it's gonna be some. I don't know if Sukuna would just win shit up in their hands. I think they'd be scrapping for real. Whoever just said Gojo just got more hands than Sakuna, I'm like, no, bro. Saying someone got more hands than someone means when they walk in this scrap, they doing you in. Saying someone got hands and someone else probably got hands with them is saying, okay, they finna scrap and one of them gonna come out and it's gonna be a high bid fight. And that's Gojo versus Sakuna. Sakuna came out that mud. Gojo probably has high adaptability, so he's gonna adapt to Sakuna's hands on top of protecting himself with infinity and small shit like that. So he'll have the adaptability and the durability to keep up. You feel what I'm saying? But off rip, Sakuna not going into a fight where he ain't got no hands again. Gojo just out here just gone. Richie, you're here late after most of the fights are covered, but we're doing Gojo versus Sukuna right now, Richie. And people are saying that Sukuna has more hands than Gojo. I don't agree. I said I think they fight is going to break down to just hands, but I think that Sukuna has more natural hands than Gojo, but Gojo's adaptability and durability will push forward if you didn't catch all of that before. All right, what's everybody saying? Apart from these two, who think are the best martial arts? Me. Fuck. I hope we have a here flashback Olalade. Yeah, Richie. They forgot. They listen, man. Nigga, I'm trying to tell you, Gojo, Sukuna got more natural hands than Gojo, but Gojo finna come. He got the adaptability. Talk to him, Richie. The way he came in crazy. No, Infinity was turned off, Tarnish in Shibuya. Ooh, don't get Richie. Hold on, Tarnish. Don't make Richie snap on you, because Infinity was definitely turned off because he had to have it turned off because of domain amplification. Hey, don't get Richie turning up on you in here, bro. You know Richie. Richie gonna drop the facts. You know he an encyclopedia. Hamzy, I don't think Sakuna is copying any type of martial. The last thing I think is that Sakuna is going to copy martial arts from Yuji Hamzy. The title martial arts, the same martial arts kick that he tried to do on Sakuna that Sakuna dodged and called boring Hamzy. Come on, man. No, Sakuna cares nothing about that title martial arts Yuji got. I don't know Shinobu. I don't think that's gonna Shinobu. I don't think Sukuna's gonna wash Gojo in any slight fashion. Can Slasher keep Geto Infinity? No, I don't think so. Party Manga said, "Wait, what? What are you saying? Wait, what? To me, when man said that about copying the title martial arts, is that why you saying that? Yeah, I don't. He's not copying nothing to Yuji got going on. Richie said we haven't even seen Gojo Unleashed. No, we haven't seen Gojo Unleashed. Haven't seen Sakuna fully unleashed either, but I feel like Gojo Unleashed versus Sakuna, I feel like he'll tell everyone, if you don't want to die, stay away. We're fighting and I'm just going to fight. So if you're in the way, you're dying. Sorry. And then boom. Oh man, Silencer, that point about infinity and time didn't make any sense to me. That I'm sorry. I don't get what you're saying there. Olalade, Sukuna also has cursed tools. Why are y'all bringing up cursed tools that we have not seen Sukuna even hint at? Do y'all think he's going to get 20 fingers and magically just start having cursed tools pop out his ass? I'm so confused. Why do y'all keep bringing up cursed tools in Sukuna? The nigga said open title martial arts. I'm weak. When he does, if I promise you, if Sakuna copies Yuji's technique, I will tell everyone Yuji's martial arts. I will tell everyone that that's the worst thing Akutami's ever done, and the writing makes absolutely no sense. Trust me. Okay, okay, all of it sounds. So that's what you're trying to say. Because I didn't. The way you explained the first time, I was like, what are you trying to say there? I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I don't see how Sakuna's attacks will affect time right now. No, I think everybody's saying it's high diff, but I think all of us, I think like it's split between who's winning though right now between Edward. Right now, I think some people in chat are saying Gojo and some are saying Sakuna. I'm saying Gojo. You meant Jogo, Richie, but I get what you're saying. Um, there is a domain to the domain expansion, bro. Dan, there is a domain to the domain expansion. It has a radius of only 160 meters. That's as far as the domain can go. That's the domain. So that's not correct. The only difference with his domain is that it's not in a bubble. It's not a dome. That's all it is. It's just flat. It's not that it doesn't have a real domain. It's a domain. It has a real domain. It's just flat. They say it's a truly divine technique because it's like painting a masterpiece. It's like painting, not because it's the strongest thing in the world, because it's because the visualization of how he did it is what's amazing. That was us talking about the visualization of the technique. Exactly, DBA. I don't see Sukuna's Malevolent Shrine overpowering Infinity. That's what I said, Richie. Richie, I asked, how does he get past Infinity? And nobody could tell me how he gets past Infinity. Nobody could tell me. Nobody could tell me at all. Nobody could tell me. But does Sukuna know domain amplification? And if he does know domain amplification, that still breaks down to them just throwing hands. So if it breaks down to them just throwing hands, then who wins? Because if he's doing domain amplification, can't Gojo just use domain amplification back? Oh yeah, and if you do domain amplification, you can't use your technique, right? But that means he can't use his. But that means if he does domain amplification, then that means Sakuna can't use his technique. So then they're just fighting. So they, like I said, that's just back to hands. They're just back to hands. So who has the hands then? Okay, so let's say that. Let's say that then. Let's break it down. Let's say Sakuna uses domain amplification, and then he takes away Infinity, so that automatically means Sakuna goes, okay, the only way I can beat this kid is if I use domain amplification, so that it's pure hands. And if I run pure hands with this kid, I probably have a good chance. And then Gojo's thinking the same thing. Okay, if I run pure hands with Sukuna, maybe I have a chance. Who y'all got? Pure hands. Pure hands. Pure hands. I think Gojo has some adaptability where he might be able to get at it, but I think Sukuna come from them sticks. So I don't know. Now I'm leaning towards Sukuna. Sukuna might. What y'all think? Okay, I see Silencer says pure hands Sakuna. Malik says pure hands Sakuna. Hamzy saying pure hands Sakuna. Tarna saying pure hands Gojo. I want to know what Richie and Project Manga think pure hands Gojo versus pure hands Sakuna. I'm wondering what y'all think. Richie says pure hands Gojo. Yusuf says Sakuna. Uwaya says Gojo by a tiny bit. Hamzy says bro got arrows of hands. Sheena Wheeler says, I say Sakuna with the hands. Zero says Sakuna is going to bare knuckle beat the fuck out of Gojo. Absolutely not. No, you're underestimating Gojo entirely. There's no way he's getting bare knuckle beat. I don't know, man. I feel like Sakuna has a little bit of an upper hand advantage here, but I feel like Gojo can adapt. Like I feel like Gojo, I don't know, man. I feel like Gojo's in it. And Gojo's fast too. Like I don't know. I think it's a high diff. Oh no, Project Manga. 4 arms Kuna? I don't know, man. Gojo might be wrapped. We might be smoking the Gojo pack. Cause what is Gojo gonna do with these and these? Like what the hell he gonna do with that, bro? Yeah, I have to agree with that, bro. I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. I don't know. And them is fast. All 4 of them is fast. All 4 of them is fast. Ugh. I'm not going to speculate about open Shinobi though, because that's just a whole bunch of speculation. I'm like that's going to go too deep away. I don't want to really even go into what the open thing. I'd rather just discuss what we already are discussing, because the open is something that is too open. You know what I'm saying? Edward said I got Gojo for sure, but the durability of Sukuna is crazy. Yeah, Richie is very high diff. True finger 20 forms of Kuna versus Gojo. I'm giving it true fit because I don't see how Gojo's dealing with 4 arms. Yeah, Defari, that's true, but we're talking about things we do know at the moment. Yeah, if he has his forearms, bro, I'm sorry, I'm going to Sukuna. I don't see how he's dealing with them fast ass forearms, bro. I just don't see how he's doing it. I just don't see how he's doing it. I just don't see how he's doing it. So for the 20 finger Gojo versus if I'm Sukuna versus Gojo, we're gonna agree that it's a fight that'll break down the pure scrap because Sakuna will use domain amplification to take out Infinity. We're not doing true form. We can agree if it's true form, we think Sakuna got that. But if we're gonna do he's in Yuji's body, he has to scrap Gojo, and Gojo got to go for this kill. Yuji's now gone, and Sakuna's full control or whatever. Who we got? Hand scrap. My final vote personally, I think I'm gonna give Gojo this benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give Gojo this underdog scrap. I'm gonna give him the underdog scrap. And that's what I'm saying, Richie. Because of the rareness of him having the limitless and six eyes, Gojo using domain, Sakuna using domain amplification seems like the way to go. You know what I'm saying? So if he does that, then that means automatically he can't use his technique and Gojo can't use his technique. So it brings them to that pure fighting, like I said, and then boom. Okay, so DBA says domain amplification still has its drawbacks. It can be countered by strength of your curse technique, as Gojo said in chapter 85. But that's the thing. Gojo strengthening his technique, does that work because he's against some curses that just aren't as strong as him? But because he's against Sukuna, will he be able to increase his curse technique to a power level to cancel out Sukuna's domain amplification? That might be high speculation because we don't know how much curse energy Sukuna has. My brain wants to tell me no, he's not gonna, because he doesn't have high quantity. He's just able to recycle it, right? He has a high quantity, I mean, but he doesn't have this crazy high quantity. He could recycle it. So Kuna seems like by the time he gets these 20 fingers, he'll have this really high quantity of curse energy at his disposal. So I'm wondering about that. That's a good, really amazing point, DB. Oh my God, an amazing point. Yes, the limitless is a separate technique. He's refreshing his brain because of how he's using limitless, bro. Yes, UI is. Yusuf, so that's why Gojo said it would be a little rough because it would go hand. Yeah, he probably would go hand in hand. And then Project Mom, another good point out, Joe. Thank you. Yeah, that's just how I'm looking at it. Richie says another good point is that Gojo could continuously relaunch his domain too. Yes, but I also think Sakuna can. I'll be real. So far, I haven't seen anything Gojo can do that I don't think Sukuna can't counter other than Infinity. But then you guys brought up domain amplification I had forgotten about. So that's that counter. And I haven't seen anything Sukuna's done that I haven't felt like that Gojo couldn't counter. So that's why now I feel like everything is breaking down to them two throwing hands. We don't know what kind of curse Sukuna is, Malik. Not necessarily. We just know we do know his curses had to do something with poison at some point, though. Defari, you keep bringing up the curse 100 years from 1,000 years ago. That's fine, but Gojo Satoru is a six eyes user with the limitless ability, something that is rare, something that is extremely rare. Gojo is just as powerful as them. Kenjaku, a sorcerer from 1,000 years ago, said, "Let me seal him." Kind of the same way they had to seal Sakuna. They didn't really kill him. They let him be split into 20 pieces. So you're not really saying anything to me. You're just stating the world, the story's lore, like it's supposed to just break the point. No, he can't use blue and red while domain amplification is effective because blue and red is through limitless and limitless is blocked. No, he can't. Yeah, when you Richie, that's what I'm saying. I think their fight breaks down to just hands. And I think Gojo has it extremely high diff. He's coming out probably with an arm gone. You know what I'm saying? He said damn application only cancels out passive limitless. I'm pretty sure. I mean, even if it only cancels out passive limitless, red, blue, and purple are nothing that Sukuna's kid can't handle. You know what I'm saying? I knew you were saying yeah to Richie, Project Manga. Did I not respond to you saying yeah to Richie? I thought you was agreeing with him saying it was hard. Did I say something else? Sorry, I can't remember. But I thought, yeah, I knew you were. I figured you were saying you were agreeing with Richie. Gojo does need to be written out of many situations because he really is that busted. No, I don't agree with that. I mean, some situations, yeah, but not every situation. I think him versus Sakuna is a fun situation he could be in. Okay, just hands could Toji beat Sakuna. What? No. And if you and if you're asking you why is to say that Toji beat Gojo, you're talking about a 15-year-old Gojo that lost to Toji. We're talking about like 27-year-old Gojo who learned from that loss. So I hope you're not doing that. Shinobito, what was the point you just made? Gojo, we don't. Gojo is damn near unbeatable because of unlimited curse energy. But you're talking about that. We're beyond that now. We're at domain amplification. So right now, if we're talking about just pure hands, my final answer is Gojo. I think Gojo, and I'm talking about extremely high diff. He probably lost an arm and a leg in this scrap. Extremely high diff, and that's and if people want to say it's Gojo wank, I'm going with it for right now, because my man's didn't get a chance to show out while Sakuna out here showing out. So I'm giving it to Gojo. I'm giving it to Gojo right now. I hope everybody can agree and everybody feels that. All right, so we have our main. That's it. That's our main event. We have everything answered. We went through all the fights. So for a quick recap, we had Megumi versus Naoya, and Megumi had came out as the consensus for that one. We had Choso versus Todo, and Toto had came out for the consensus for that one. We had Uraume versus Yuta, and Yuta came out with the consensus for that one. And these fights came out, got like harder and harder as we went through these. And we have Mahoraga versus Geto, and we end up giving that one to Geto due to the different facilities and how smart he is. So for this one, our main event, Sukuna versus Gojo, I am going to give it to Gojo. We're going to finalize it and give it to Gojo. You know what I'm saying? Gojo Hive, you got this. Sukuna Hive might be pissed, but you know, that's what it is. Oh, they go Richie, Gojo Hive, you already know it. Gojo is the winner. I think this was extremely fun. I had so much fun with you guys. Incredible stream, Danchou. Thank you, Project Manga. Do these as often as you can. I will do these as often as I can. I will figure out while we're all here. Do we want to do the lineup? Do we want to do the lineup for the next Danchou fight night? Is that what we want to do really quickly? Is that what we want to do? Can we take maybe 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes to get our next lineup? Yeah, do y'all want to do that? Our next 5? Do we want to do that? How y'all feeling? Y'all let me know. Do y'all want to save that for a different day? We want to do the lineup? Okay. So we doing lineup. Okay, so we're gonna save picking the main event for last. What is our round 1 fight? Let's try to save people who weren't already in this fight night. But if we can't, that's fine. But let's do this. Let's do a whole new lineup. I want new people, you know. That way it feels fresh the next time we're coming in. We're talking about a whole new set of characters, okay? So let's try our best to do that. That's the only rule I want to give you guys, okay? Only rule. We're not doing Maki versus Toji. That's a setup. We're not doing Yuta versus Toji. That's kind of a setup and uninteresting. Mahito versus Jogo. But how is Jogo hurting Mahito's soul, yo? Nanami versus Maymay? Richie said Nanami versus Maymay. I'm putting in a vote for that. How do y'all feel about Nanami versus Maymay? Can we putting the vote in for Nanami versus Maymay? Sorry, I'm writing down. Nabar versus Maymay makes no sense. This is Bird Bomb. Eventually we will branch off to outside JJK, but we're gonna stay in JJK for right now. So can we do Nabar versus Maymay? Do y'all want to do that? I don't think that's smart. That's stupid because Maymay could just bird bomb her to death. I'm going to Nami versus Maymay. Vote for the Nanami versus Maymay right now. Yes or no? Go. Nanami versus Maymay. I'm voting for that. Okay, I'm taking Nanami versus Maymay. Ooh, Dagon versus Hanami. I like that one. How do we feel about Dagon versus Hanami? How do we feel about Dagon versus Hanami? I like that one. I like that one. How y'all feel? Okay, Dagon versus Hanami. I'm going for it. Okay. What's our next one? Ino versus Kamo. I don't know. Not enough Ino for me. Inumaki versus Panda. I don't know. Ooh. MFZ said, what about 2v2 fights? Let's incorporate one. Let's make our main event a 2v2 fight. We'll make our main event a 2v2 fight. That sounds fun. We'll make the main event a 2v2. We'll save that for last. So what's next? Kama versus Nabara? No, that's boring. Mekamaru final fight? No. Toji versus Jogo? No, because we already have the Gom. We already have no, no, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. We could. Toji versus Jogo? I'm trying to think of a more interesting fight. I'm trying to think. I can't think of none. Geto versus Kenjaku? No. I'm not feeling that one. I kind of want to do a fight with Kamo. How do y'all feel about how do y'all feel Inumaki versus Noritoshi Kamo? I think Inumaki versus Noritoshi Kamo. What y'all think? I think that. Yeah. I'm doing Inumaki versus Noritoshi Kamo, the young one. Okay, what's our fourth one? Kamo may already have a counter against Inumaki, but that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything at all. Because Inumaki knows everything about them. Like, Kokichi versus Yaga. Do we know enough about Yaga though? What about? I'm trying to think of another good fight. Yeah, it'd be end up Kokichi versus Panda. That's what I'm thinking, right? That's what I'm thinking. I want to put a fight with Nabara in. What if we do Nabara versus? Nah, let's do a what if Nabara versus the luck user. Y'all want to discuss how that fight would have ended up? Nabara is whooping me with ass. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. I'm convinced Nabara whooping. I'm convinced Nabara whooping. I'm convinced Nabara whooping me with ass. Convinced. Convinced. Like you, I'm not even gonna. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm doing Shingima versus Nabara. All right, we got our 4 fights. I don't give a. I don't give a. Miwa has simple domain. Okay, what that mean? Nabara folded Miwa. Next. So our 2v2. What's our 2v2 fight? What's our 2v2 fight? What's our 2v2 fight? What's our 2v2 fight? Ooh. Oh, for our 2v2? No, why you say should have? What you mean Richie should have? We haven't done the 2v2 yet. So Kokichi and Miwa versus Maymay and Wee. How do y'all feel about that 2v2? That's an interesting 2v2. They said Yuji Megumi versus someone, Yuji now versus Choso and Toto. No. Yuji Megumi versus Choso and Toto. No. Yuji and Choso versus Megumi and Toto. No. That sounds lame. I'd rather do like Toji and Megumi versus. Toji and Megumi versus Dagon. No, we already have Dagon, huh? We already Dagon. Never mind. I'm about to give a guy a good one. Now Beta and Naoya versus Toji and Megumi. Yes. 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 I feel like that's a rehash of what we just did because we just had Naoya versus Megumi. Oh my god. So no, I don't want to do that. That might be a rehash. Might be a rehash. How about I don't know, man. I can't think of a solid 2v2. Toji Megumi versus Yuji and Nobito. No. I feel like the Nobito and Naoya versus Toji Megumi is such a good fight, but I feel like it's a rehash. Toji and Megumi versus Geto and Yuji. Nah. Toji and Megumi versus you be fuck around do Yuta and Yuji versus Geto and Gojo. Do Yuta and Yuji versus Geto and Gojo. Toji and Megumi whooping Yuji and Todo. I'm trying to think, y'all. Toji and Megumi versus Yuji and Todo sounds kind of interesting. Yuta and Yuji versus Toji and Megumi. Nah, that's unfair. Yuta and Yuji, that's an unfair matchup versus them two. Yuta and Yuji is an unfair matchup. Yuta's too open. Yuta's too powerful. No, Yuji and Megumi versus we just did. I was gonna say against Mahito and Hanami or something like that, but that's not good. Geto and Megumi versus Gojo and Mahito. Yeah, no. Gojo and Mahito is waxing Geto and Megumi. Gojo and Mahito is waxing. Oh my God, Richie, no. We don't know enough about Hikari. Kusakabe and Miwa. Kusakabe and Miwa versus Maki and against Maki. And who do I want to put? Oh, I don't know another adult who to put Maki with. And now Beto. No, they wash. Kusakabe and Miwa versus no, bro. What if we take out the Nanami versus? Because I think I kind of want to do Kokichi and Miwa versus Wee and fucking Maymay now. Team Gojo and Geto versus Yuta and Megumi. Nah. Toji and Megumi versus Yuji and Nabito. Nanami versus Toto. Change out the Maymay and change it for Toto. That's a good little scrap. Is there anybody else I would rather see Nanami fight than Toto? No. What if we do Nanami and Ino versus Maymay and Wee? Do we know enough about or Nanami versus Kusakabe? Ooh, that's interesting. I'm thinking Nanami and Ino versus Maymay and Wee. Yeah, let's do Nanami and Ino versus because we don't know that much about Wee and we don't know that much about Ino, but we know enough about Nanami and Maymay. But like, wait, is Maymay going to just blow them to bits with Bird Bomb? But he might be faster though, wouldn't he? I just want these to be some actual genuine matchups. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I don't want no BS matchup. I want the next matchups to be good. Nah, I mean. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Nami versus Kusakabe. And then I'm gonna do Kokichi and Miwa versus Maymay and Wee. Because I have a feeling that Kokichi can handle them bird bombs from Wee. Because what's saying Kokichi with his body and everything. We're going with the body, the giant mech, that Kokichi. That's the Kokichi I'm going with. So that's what we're going with. So this is our list off. Nanami versus Kusakabe, Dagon versus Hanami, Inumaki versus Noritoshi Kamo, Nobar versus the Luck Curse user, and Kokichi versus Miwa. Kokichi and Miwa versus Maymay and Wee. That seems good. So how y'all feeling about that? So we good. All righty. We seem good. We seem good. This was over a 2-hour stream, you guys. We had a lot of people in here, like 30 plus people in here consistently. It was really fun, you guys. I really enjoyed this. Like, I had so much fun doing this with y'all. Like, I didn't expect to have this much fun doing this. I'm so glad, happy everyone that tuned in. If you want to meet up in the Danchou Hideout Discord to talk about some matchups that you weren't happy about, talk about some things that you wasn't cool with, you felt like could have been, you know what I'm saying, could have been slightly done better, you know what I'm saying. You feel like, you know, we could have discussed more. I am going to link the Danchou Hideout Discord in here so that you guys can come talk to the boy. We can discuss more, you know what I'm saying? But when you come in here, you guys, you have to make sure you accept the rules and regulations so that you get a role. And then you have to select whether you're going to be a Kyoto or Tokyo sorcerer. And there's also a role to select if you're a Phantom Seer fan. You can select that just to show Phantom Seer some love, even though it is gone. And then I also would need you to react to the Fight Night participants so that you have the Fight Night participant roles so you can get into the VC and the text room when we talk about, you know, the fight nights and things like that. So I hope everyone has a good day. For some of you guys that is really late for you, I'm so glad you stayed up and like stayed in for it. Thank you, Yusuf, for saying I'm a very fun referee. I try to do my best. Thank you, Cole. You have a good night too. But I'm going to link the Discord soon for all of you guys. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. So yeah, the Discord is linked in there now, you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing, fantastic, great day. I'm just really happy that you guys tuned in. You guys made this really, 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 really fun. And you guys are the best. Yusuf, I'm sorry. I hope you learn how to use Discord soon. But peace out to everybody. Things coming to Danchou's Hideout. And tomorrow we have a Jujutsu Kaisen chapter. So we might go live before that chapter to catch everybody up with everything going on and all of the crazy stuff that happens. And then I will be bringing my discussion video to you guys per usual. And maybe we'll have a discussion about the chapter live as well. It depends on how everybody feels. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at, excuse me, dfushiguro1. That is at dfushiguro1. I'll put my Twitter in here as well so that you guys know. That is my Twitter, at dfushiguro1. I did get back on. I'm not going to be super active, you guys. I'm probably only going to be on there tweeting about Jujutsu Kaisen every Sunday because I know how soon I'll get suspended again. But I will be like going live before the chapter tomorrow, Jersey Mike. That's what I'm thinking I'm doing for sure. But not sure if I'll be going live after it. But like I said, thank you so much, you guys. I really do appreciate you guys. I can't wait to talk to you guys tomorrow because I feel like we're going to have a great chapter. But like I always say, it is your boy Danchou. Thank you so much for coming by. Peace.